The Millennium City of India, Gurgaon, known for information and technology, business hub, corporate hub. And what has happened to the city in just 25 years? It is having the problem of urban flood. The entire NCR region, Delhi, Noida, Gurgaon, all are having this problem of heavy rainfall. But Gurgaon is having the problem of urban flood. The same is not evident in Noida. Why is it so? Let us understand that. First of all, let us know what is meant by flood. Flood is basically when the influx of water is more than the drainage capacity of the region. So a particular region is having a drainage capacity, rainfall is taking more than that. So the extra water is inundated over the land area. That is called as flood. Now why flooding is becoming something very common in Gurgaon, but same is not happening in case of Noida. Both are receiving more or less same amount of rainfall. Then why Gurgaon is having this problem? In order to understand that, we need to understand the evolution of these two cities. How Gurgaon evolved, how Noida evolved. Let us understand that. Gurgaon evolved around the region of Aravallis. So development started and later on it was declared as a Millennium City. So the race for the development started. Private builders, government bodies, all started encroaching upon the land. They selected a pocket of land, developed it. Another pocket of land, developed that. A third pocket of land, developed a township. A fourth pocket of land, developed a high-rise building. So it was developed in a pocketed manner, pocket by pocket development. An integrated approach for development was not followed in Gurgaon. And same is true for the drainage system over there. Even the drainage system evolved in this pocketed form, and hence an integrated drainage system is missing over there. That is adding to the problem. Then encroachment was carried on over wetlands, over forested areas. Concretization was carried out. So bare land, free land was not available for absorption of water. It happened in Gurgaon. Then because of this pocketed development, the roads which were formed, they were not broad enough. They were comparatively narrow roads. So even a slight rainfall causes inundation of the land area over there. Then the parks which were made in and around these housing societies, even in these parks, concretization is carried out. Why? For jogging. Jogging tracks are made. Now tracks are used for jogging, concretization is done. Then open gyms are there, but below that pavement is there and that is having concrete structure. Then बच्चों के खेलने के लिए झूले लगाए, उसके नीचे भी pavement बना दिया, concretization कर दिया. अरे मिट्टी की जगह होगी तो उस पर बच्चे झूला नहीं झूलेंगे क्या? To walk, do you actually need a concrete pavement? If you will walk on raw land, will it not be considered healthy? Yes, it will be. Then why is it so? Overall greenery in the city of Gurgaon is missing, which can absorb extra water, but that is also missing. It is comparatively less. Now let us compare and contrast that with Noida. How Noida evolved? The industrial complexes in the city of Delhi were to be shifted out from specifically Okhla region. For that, new Okhla Industrial Development Authority, that stands for Noida, was planned. So it was a planned city. So everything was planned. Residential apartments were planned, industrial complexes were planned, roads were planned, and over that, drainage was also planned. So drainage was very much planned as per the needs and requirement of the city, and that adds to this feature of Noida. Then, because it is a planned city, the roads are comparatively broader enough. So inundation of land is not an easy task by a slight rainfall. Then the parks which are made, the greenery that is present in Noida, it is again in a very planned manner. So more greenery, much more greenery as compared to Gurgaon. And one more factor that adds to this less flooding of Noida is its nearness to Yamuna. Noida Yamuna के बहुत करीब है, बहुत नजदीक है. So it is having a natural betterment in terms of flooding as compared to Gurgaon. So both these cities are around the city of Delhi. One is affected by flood, one is not affected by flood. The reasons I explained. But apart from that, we need to understand that what is the solution for this? Because a city like Gurgaon cannot be left to its destiny. The solution lies in the concept of a sponge city. Now what is sponge city? It was an idea that was started by China way back in 2005. A sponge city is like a sponge. Like a sponge retains the water. In the same manner, the rainwater or whatever extra water is there, that needs to be retained, that needs to be harvested. So a proper mechanism for rainwater harvesting needs to be carried out in the city of Gurgaon. Apart from that, the existing channels needs to be broadened. They needs to be increased in terms of their capacity. The new channels needs to be kept in place so that the extra water that is falling down can be drained out easily from this particular city. After all, this is a Millennium City, and when we cannot afford to leave the Millennium City to its destiny. It is our city. We all as Indians are having a responsibility for that, and we must fight for that.